Hey guys, Ethrion here from Langrisser C. I'm from the Guild Legion of Scorn, and today we're going to do a match review for the Disney Apex Cup Season 2 round robin match versus KingFoxe and Bell x KingFoxe. This will be a best of 3 as the previous round robin matches have been. KingFoxe again runs a hybrid mythical realm focus box with Ashram as a interesting deviation from the norm as a secondary sweeper, and KingFoxe can't remember already from the last time I analyzed his box, but I think it's a hybrid of both, leaning slightly towards AoE because you can see both Leon, Hart and Bozo are there. Healers wise, I think they're running the same triple healer setup. 1, 2, 3, D-Lit Rachel, very safe. 1, 2, 3, D-Lit, no Rachel, and Joshua's here as well. Okay, Juggler's banned out, indicating possible AoE play. Same thing for KingFoxe. First pick up to Langrisser to have a tank, and likewise for KingFoxe, I'm sure. Zerida Ares banned out. Okay, so in the battle of the Langrisser or the Landai, Rian and Ares banned out. Obviously KingFoxe will have a class advantage, quickly neutered by picking Rian. D-Lit and Yusuke banned out. Okay, Bozo picked. Arian, Rod and Liana banned. Okay, Listabo, probably a Gizarov pick, I think, but he will have no. Oh no, Zerida, interesting. So going for Alhazard, trying to break through Rian. No healers for KingFoxe because he let all 3 of his healers get banned because of him wanting to pick Zerida. And then D-Lit. Okay, yeah, no choice really. Joshua and Gizarov banned out. Ashram? No, Yusuke. Alright, sure. Faction buff for D-Lit. Let's do troops and skills. So, 1 single target, 1 AoE, 1 Gospels, usual build. This is his usual build. Fairly usual. Dispel and regroup, yep. Usual build, sleep and black hole, okay, the usual. Zerida, Alhazard as expected. Alright, let's go. So the first few turns basically just setting up their pieces. I see pieces because I think chess is a fairly good analogy for Langrisser, except for the fact that you kind of build your units yourself in Langrisser. Ooh, lucky breeze, but it was only onto Rachel. Note that the Zerida did not Alhazard, indicating that she does not want to go next turn. There is significant downtime for Alhazard, but not as significant as if she were running both Alhazard and faction buff. Thankfully she's not. She has Bozo to bend to faction buff her, so her downtime is not as bad. Rachel can AoE anywhere here. Alright, so KingFoxe has got to be careful of that. Rian, however, probably won't be able to follow up, so that Tenuous Breeze unlikely to mean much for the upcoming turn. Turn 2. Okay, fine. So developing the pieces forward, making space. At the start, positioning is pretty important, so you want to spend more time to decide how you're going to position your forces. Transforms, gets ready for action next turn. Okay, Bozo moves up within range of Rachel, might I add. Gospel the faction buff for Rian. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a mistake or this intentionally baiting the AoE that is definitely to come, that he's within range for, but there's no follow-up, so I don't think this will be a smart move because D-Lit is in position to heal up as well as trade the Rachel pretty quickly if you were to go for that. Yep. So I wouldn't have gone for it either, it's not worth it. Okay, Zerida does her thing. And she can reach Rian. He's not gonna die though, not with 800 defense and standing on the defense tile. I think he's pretty safe. Okay, high stakes, good. So Ken is all set up and ready to go. Next turn. Okay, good. Gospel into Landius means that no unfortunate debuffs will rear its head, like stun, cannot be healed, or something like that. So Rian moves out of the way first thing, and so Zerida has nothing left to do. But you shouldn't move your Zerida until the last. Okay, Wireless healed up. So a very passive setup from Ken. Double healer plus a half healer, and not Ares, sorry, and Rian. So basically you're just hoping for Rian to do the heavy lifting with debuffs and all that. Should be possible though. I think they're within range. Certainly looks like they're within range. So Zerida can ignore guard, but she won't have the benefit the damage buff from Alhazard. She can ignore guard though, with her not having any troops, assuming Rachel doesn't, assuming Rian or whoever doesn't do something about it. So moves the Rachel out of the way, which is smart, because that's primarily Zerida's biggest target. Okay, Rachel's still in the way. Yep. So Rachel will have to move further back as the first action of next turn. Either that or Rian can just go in with an AoE now. Probably will do that as the last action. And then, can he follow up? No, he can't. Termination slash Dawn. Zerida is however immune to everything because of Alhazard, giving her immunity. What did you get? Oh, mobility -2. Unlucky! Sorry, I'm just quoting a streamer from another game. Removes up to 2 debuffs. Okay. Unfortunately, these also count as debuffs, so they kind of waste your Dispel. Cannot receive buffs. He's already transformed, I think. Yeah, so that's fine, but he cannot receive the Anger buff if not guildmate, if a teammate dies. So that's pretty important. Bozo cannot use passives. Don't really care. Cannot be healed. Ooh, nasty. And cannot receive buffs. That's pretty nasty. The Gospel has worn off as well, so pretty good timing. I'm not sure if there's still Act Again. Oh, there's no Act Again, sorry, he didn't even bring it. Alright, so there's no follow-up for Rian. Okay, he has to remove what he can. Okay, move forward and attack. Oh no, Gospel again. Okay, sure. So, oh, he couldn't move forward, right? Yeah. Well, I guess he can. Except that Rian will probably tank that just fine, and Yusuke won't be in range to follow up the attack. So Wyler can just regroup. Yeah, okay. That's why the Gospel. Okay, Yusuke. Oh, Rian is angry and is transformed, I think. He has 3 or more stacks. Yeah, so he basically has 3 or more stacks. Blah 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 blah. Ogre status ends. Blah 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 blah. More than 2 friend units have died. So there's still 3 turns of Ogre to go. Alright. You can't receive buffs, right? Oh, yeah. You can't receive buffs. Gospel. Zerida, who are you gonna kill? Nobody. Just waiting for Rian to do his next AoE. Yep. He clocks that, oh dear. Okay, he sleeps the Rian because he's the biggest threat, especially after he clocks it. Heals up Rian. I don't think it's a... Oh, it is a kill. Wow, fascinating. Let's see how that worked out. 7-1. Ah, right. He's not standing on his defense tile. Yeah, 700 is squishy now that he'll die. Okay. So dead Rian, the biggest offensive threat is now gone. So if Rian had survived, Ken would most likely have won the game. Unfortunately, Rian did not survive. This is why enchants are important, and training of course. But I'm sure Ken's Aniki should be more or less full. A Bloodthirster Zerida of course is very difficult to survive though, even with very good enchants. 700 is not bad per se, but it's not good enough to survive. Okay, the debuffs are coming in. Oof, both the healers have gotten both the healers have gotten. Ooh, nice. Did Yusuke? Ooh, that was close. That was really close. But he's not even ready to attack though. Gospel to Zerida. So he's basically given up on his Yusuke, more or less. And who can you hit safely? Nobody actually. You're gonna die. Yeah, so she has to Sea of Miracles. It would be nice to hit and heal, give of eternal life, but probably not gonna happen. So Weiler's troops are very thick, by the way, which is why he's daring to attack. But now that Weiler is left without his troops, this would be a bad decision to continue attacking. Okay, did Rachel. So the game is over, I think. Mainly. Ooh, maybe not. Oh no, Yusuke is healing up. I think the game is more or less over though. Okay, he needs to guard his Zerida closely. Zerida's the only thing that can ignore guard. There's still one more life to go. Yeah, so Weiler himself is fairly squishy. Weiler's Yusuke setting up to attack. Ken setting up a Sky Archer trying to block. Let's see. Yep, he can still move though. Okay, he's not gonna get hide and seek. There's no way he's gonna get hide and seek. But he can still ignore guard and kill whoever he wants to kill, which will most likely be Liana. And yeah, I wouldn't particularly want to kill Weiler now. Yeah. No shrines means dead Liana. Weiler's sustain is not that good, especially in a prolonged fight. So, and the longer this fight goes on, the more it will favor KingFoxe. That's to be expected. Yusuke is very strong. Ooh! Nice. I think he killed himself though. So let's look at the situation again. Okay, no other space to kill Liana. You had no other space to move to. Don't know, man. So basically he's counting on Deedlit being able to finish off the Landius, which should be possible, I think. She's dead. Okay, so Zerida versus Weiler. So Weiler's troops again are very, very, very strong. That's a dead Zerida, I think. Oh, 自相残杀. So KingFoxe wins based on damage. Yep, down to the wire. Okay, nice. So again, when Weiler's troops are gone, then it's time for Weiler to die. Okay, Juggler's banned out. Landius is banned out. Interesting, indicating a switch to a single target strategy. Rian and Deedlit. Sorry, Ares and Deedlit. Juggler's picked. Okay. Zerida again, so single target strategy. Yusuke and Weiler. Alright. Zerda, Bozo, okay. Best buddies. Bozo's picked no healers again, because KingFoxe gives them up to pick his 3 offensive threats and tank. There is no delete either, so there's literally no sustain except for Langrisser, whom you should pick now. Yeah. Okay, we are in an ashram. At this juncture, Claret or Rachel, I think. MK, really? Into a Lancer Landius. Interesting. Gizarov, not surprising. Iris. So Kun really likes his double healers. But Iris and MK together is not a fun combination. Skills and troops. Wow, this video is really long. It's only already 16 minutes. Okay, skills and troops as such. Oh, interesting. No faction buff because he has faction buff from Bozo. Alright. Yeah. Okay. The usual. Mass resist. Be shock and Triton and the usual. Alright. Yeah. We're just gonna let this play out unless something important happens, then I'll pause. Ooh, nice 10-year breeze onto Landius. Helps with positioning, but not as devastating as it would have been if it was a 10-year breeze onto Juggler. Juggler is the one that you don't want to see any 10-year breezes on. Breeze? No breeze. In range, Bozo is in range, so is Gizarov. And he's not guarding. So Landius is pinned. He's either here or here, if he doesn't want to lose one of his units immediately. Yeah, he has to go first with Landius as the first move of the next turn. Okay, mass resist. So Landius has to go first, yeah. Guard up. So his options are limited just by MK moving up. And that's the next move he has to do. Okay, risk-free AoE, why not just take the free damage? Langrisser can probably heal that up pretty easily with a mass heal. And I don't think the AoEs are at any risk of outcycling the mass heal. Unless he's trying to set up for a Listel Blood Dance. Woohoo! Yeah, nice. Definitely not immune to fixed damage. If I remember correctly, KingFoxe runs Overlord, not Bracer. This is obviously not Bracer. This is probably Bracer. This is probably... This is definitely not. Zerda probably won't die though. The HP is not that high, yeah. Okay. Hits a Listel. That might seem inconsequential, but it does break her last rights, which means that she can be killed. Oh, okay, so it was a Bracer Landius. Haha, the construct dies. Listel is annoying though, and can follow up with Mindbore next. Oh, that's a dead Zerda. Very nice, bro. And probably dead Gizarov as well? Oh no, okay, just Zerda. So the game has swung solidly in Kun-Kun's favor, because she can just Mindbore now. And another turn of heal reversal, and now everything that KingFoxe does will hurt him unless he stands on the harmful terrain, which he does for this one. Oh wait, no. Oh, it gets removed first. Dead Landius from B Shock. So good follow up there. Yeah, that's very hard to come back from that, because the next action will be for MK to move in and to kill something. Probably Landius, and then everything just falls apart. So Leonhardt is put in for more AoE goodness. Although for P2 Leonhardt, I don't quite like it as much as P1. Alright, so third match. Going with their respective tank bans, AoE strategy, and single target. Zero the AoEs. Juggler, the only tanks left still, no surprise. Ah, interesting. He's taking away his sustain. Healer ban first with Rachel and Rian. Good. So why he does this ban into Rian is such that he whittles down his opponent's dispel options. Liana and Rachel are nice sources of consistent dispels, and so he gets rid of them first. And he picks Rian to double up on the debuff goodness. Weiler for dispel and mass heal, sure. Your better pick as compared to Iris, Deedlit and Ares. Okay, so Gizerov to faction buff for Rian, double healer ban. I would pick a healer now, KingFoxe if I were you. Yuski, yeah, and Zerada, good. Pick a healer. Oh, he's really aggressive, it doesn't like to pick his healers. Maybe I'm just too conservative. Deedlit, Listel, and Leonhardt. Rian and Bozo banned out. Oh, full AoE goodness. Oof, this is gonna be painful. Iris. Initiation tool again. This time around, however, there are a lot more units that are immune to fixed damage. Are there a lot more? Is this a Bracer, Gizarov? Let me just double check again. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. It's just 2 units that are immune to fixed damage, which would be Rian and Landius. Oh, interesting. He actually brings a magic guard. Fascinating. Okay. Alright, so that's a different skill. The other skills are more or less... Wait, no 3C. Just max dispel and faction buff. Okay, sure. Okay. Infantry Leonhardt versus Lancelot is fair, I guess, but he can always do this and bring his Royal Cavalry, which means that he won't be one-shottable. Alright. So 3 movement spaces forward for his juggler, just to threaten a follow-up. Because he can do literally the exact same thing as just now. Uh-oh. Okay, good, conservative. Nice. Gospel onto Landius. Mass attack. Yep. So, units that can be braced, that are braced up front, and the others further back. Gizerov is expendable, or KingFoxe field, because he can be teleported. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and movement is 1, 2, 3, 4. He's still within range of Blood Dance. Too much health to die from Blood Dance though. Okay, faction buff, yep, do your job. So now killing Gizerov and his balls, ball/balls, will not be as immediately impactful. Okay. See your miracles. And launch a counter strike against Juggler with your Elven Aura. Yeah. Just to make sure that if Juggler wants to chomp down on Landius next turn, that he's not going to kill off the Landius. No troops means no kill. Okay. Alright. Okay, so sometimes he can get cheeky with the debuff removal. Let's see what he removes. Alright, he can't guard anyway. So he can attack the Rian. Probably not a kill though. Okay, so he tried doing that because by that I mean melee attacking, because that does not trigger the Steel Wing Warrior's passive, because he's not range attack, right? He's a melee attack, but that still wasn't enough to kill. Which means that Kun is kind of screwed because he's in the middle of the enemy team. And yeah. Okay. But she can't really follow up onto anyone else. Okay, Juggler's almost dead. She can follow up on to what here? Probably here. And get 3. That's the best that she can do. Nice heal, okay. Tops up the Juggler a bit more. Oh, she's gonna get the Iron Rod as well. Which might be nice, you know, because that might bring Iron Rod below 70%. Ooh, definitely below 70%. Double AoE from Iron Rod? No. Balls. Okay. He's gonna 3C it. Take more AoE damage. Take more debuffs. Okay, attacks Listel directly. Nice. Okay. Let's see what the spells they have. Sorry, cannot heal. Not dispels. What debuffs? No debuffs because of gospel. No, not gospel. Sorry. And you immune to blah 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 blah. Okay, no debuffs either. So, what you gonna do to follow up? Oh yes, that. So double AoE because ooh, pain. That's a lot of pain. Nice. Okay, Sturm Lance. Yeah. Oof. Deadweiler. Talent triggered. Gonna try to kill the Rian desperately. Not gonna be a kill though. Listel's offensive power isn't that great. Termination / Dawn. Is he gonna die? No, he's not gonna die. Nice. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? That was critical. So before termination / Dawn, right? He still has ample sources of healing. He's got this. He's got Weiler 3C, and then after all the healing that he had, all the healing that this Juggler has now is going to be his death sentence. Everything is going to kill him. He's dead. This Juggler is dead because of the heal reversal. 50% chance, you know, but still, that's a critical 50%. And so this Juggler is now dead. You can write his obituary. That's why the Iris heals herself. And this Juggler is now going to be dead to everything that KingFoxe does. So the Weiler 3C is now a liability instead of a boon. Okay. Wait, what the? How did that happen? How did that? Oh! You reverse onto the Listel as well. Oh, that's a broken Rian. Yeah, he doesn't need to engage in combat. The Weiler 3C just does the job for him. That's the end, man. Dead Rian, finally. But it doesn't really make much of a difference because you have the entire enemy team breathing down your neck. So that's going to be a dead Kun. Okay, Gospel. Nice. Okay, good. But yeah, no coming back from that. So the power of Rian turning the Weiler 3C into the deadliest of poisons. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful, useful, entertaining. As always, it's Zethrion, signing off.